Equestrian Life in the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches, the best way to experience Florida. On this episode of Equestrian Life in the Palm Beaches, we explore the history and the evolution of horses and the automobile. We'll introduce you to the flamboyant world of gay polo, as well as indulge in some smooth bourbon and delicious bacon, right here in the Palm Beaches.
Let your spirit rise.
Our Winter Equestrian Festival is the world's largest and longest running equestrian sports event.
Let your spirit rise.
The National Polo Center in Wellington, one of the world's largest, attracts top athletes and spectators for world-class polo, festive field-side brunches, and non-stop fun in the sun. And that's not all. Equestrian Life in the Palm Beaches will focus on every aspect of the incredible equestrian lifestyle right here in Palm Beach County, from competitions, events, and training to trail riding and equine therapy. When it's winter everywhere else, it's equestrian season right here in the Palm Beaches. So get ready for some horseplay, Palm Beaches style.
You gotta let your spirit rise.
Get ready for some serious horsepower here at Barrett Jackson Palm Beach, one of the greatest collector car auctions in all of the country. And it happens right here in the Palm Beaches every single year.
Barrett Jackson Palm Beach. Well, we're known to be a collector car auction company, but we're also an automotive lifestyle event. We got stuff for the entire family. You know, it's a 3-day event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We expect over 65,000 people to come over the 3 days. Most people, you know, see the auction arena on television, but they don't realize how much more there is outside of the auction arena. Some of the things we have is obviously the ride and drives with our OEM partners, the thrill rides with professional drivers. We've got food courts, big sponsored displays, vendor displays, really something for everybody.
There's a flavor for everyone here, whether you're into classics, muscle, trucks, cars, or motorcycles. Here at Barrett Jackson, you can find the ride of your life. Throughout history, transportation has undergone significant transformations, reflecting advancements in technology, shifts in societal needs, and changes in cultural attitudes. One of the most notable transitions occurred as the horse, long the primary mode of transportation on land, was gradually replaced by the automobile. The invention of the internal combustion engine revolutionized transportation. Initially developed for stationary engines, the internal combustion engine was adapted for the use of automobiles, providing a faster and more reliable alternative to horse-drawn vehicles. With improvements in engine efficiency and development of mass production, techniques pioneered by companies like Ford, automobiles became increasingly accessible to the general public. While horses were expensive to purchase and maintain, automobiles became more affordable. Well, maybe not this one. Mass production techniques, such as the assembly line, pioneered by Henry Ford, dramatically reduced the cost of automobiles, making them accessible to a broader segment of the population. Additionally, the automobile industry stimulated economic growth and created jobs, further driving its popularity. The automobile symbolized freedom and independence, allowing individuals to travel at their own pace and also explore some amazing destinations. It transformed leisure activities and tourism, such as weekend outings and road trips, and facilitated the expansion of roads and suburbs as people could commute greater distances to work. The automobile became ingrained in popular culture, immortalized in literature, film, and music, further solidifying its status as a cultural icon. Unlike horses, automobiles did not require rest stops, could travel longer distances without fatigue, and could transport goods and passengers more efficiently. These factors contributed to the widespread adoption of automobiles for both personal and commercial use. The transition from the horse to the automobile represents a significant chapter in the evolution of transportation. Driven by technological innovation, economic forces, and changing societal attitudes, The automobile revolutionized the way people travel and shaped the modern world. Over time, these factors combined to make automobiles the most dominant form of transportation in many parts of the world, gradually replacing horses for most purposes.
Whether you're into horses or horsepower, the Palm Beaches is the place to be.
Horsepower is a unit of measurement used to quantify the power or work output of engines, particularly in the context of vehicles and machinery. It originated in the late 18th century when inventor James Watt needed a way to compare the power of steam engines to that of draft horses.
Now, horsepower is defined by the amount of work it takes to lift 550 pounds 1 foot in just a second.
Horsepower is that power that gets you down the road faster than the next guy.
In modern usage, horsepower is often used to measure the power output of engines, such as those found in cars, trucks, boats, and other vehicles, as well as in industrial machinery and equipment. It provides a standardized way to compare the performance capabilities of different engines and machines.
You'll find horsepower literally everywhere here at Barrett Jackson.
Horsepower has long been a symbol of strength, speed, and freedom, qualities that car manufacturers have often sought to embody in their vehicles.
Now, let's take a ride through the stable of automotive history and explore some of the most iconic cars that are named after horses.
Arguably the most famous horse-inspired car of all time, the Ford Mustang, galloped onto the scene in 1964 and quickly captured the hearts of car enthusiasts all around the world. Named after the free-roaming horse of the American West, the Mustang embodied the spirit of freedom and adventure, offering a thrilling driving experience with its sporty design and powerful engine options.
All right, so now we're bringing out the big guns. We got Joe Bellino, the Mustang brand manager, and he's been a, fourth generation?
Fourth generation,
Ford?
yeah.
Fourth generation Ford employee, so maybe nobody better to talk to us about horses that inspired the name for cars than Joe. How about we start with the Mustang?
We have to, right? So Mustang is our most iconic car at Ford. So we're celebrating 60 years this year.
Yep.
And we've got the horse on the front, rear, it's everywhere. It's an iconic symbol. 60 years ago, April 17th, we unveiled Mustang to the world at the New York State Fair. And now 60 years later, we're celebrating that with this special edition Mustang that we have right here. Yeah, so Mustang is all about freedom and the open road and kind of top down on this one here. You're able to express yourself, right?
Yes.
And so we kind of continued that over here. We can talk later about it, but we have Mustang Dark Horse, which is our first new nameplate. So we're kind of playing off the horse there. We got a new logo. So Mustang's been an important part in what it stands for at Ford. And now we just expanded that even farther. So the Dark Horse is just a new performance nameplate that we wanted a younger generation to kind of relate to. So we've had previous nameplates like Boss 302, Boss 429, that generation could relate to. Now this is their performance car that they can relate to and try to bring a new buyer into Ford.
Now with great power comes great responsibility, and this car right here, does it get any more powerful when it comes to the Ford brand right now?
Not in the Mustang lineup at all. So this is the new GTD for 25 model year. Estimated 800 plus horsepower, which is out of a supercharged engine. It's the next level of Mustang. It's our supercar brand. It builds off the GT3 race car, and the GT3 race car builds off this, right? So it's the race to road, road to race technology, carbon fiber body, magnesium wheels, transaxle. I mean, this car is meant to go on the track.
The Bronco, like you talk about horses, that's the one, that's the wild one.
Exactly, yeah, so we have the Bronco Sport and the Bronco. So we have a smaller version and then the full-size Bronco, and that was a nameplate that we had back in the 60s as well and brought that back a couple years ago. It's been a huge hit for us, and you know, we're all about the off-road, the wildness. I think Bronco has a term called built wild, and that's exactly what it's for. It's sporty, it's good looking, it's got the classic design. Everyone's just jumping for it right now.
So between these two beauties and everything else you got in this display, we can tell Ford has got some wild horses, and we appreciate you giving us some insight on them.
Absolutely, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Coming up next, we'll take a thrill ride and discover the true meaning of horsepower.